Joining me in studio right now, I have two individuals from Bridge to Home. They are the group that represent our local homeless community here in Santa Clarita, and they operate the Santa Clarita Valley Homeless Shelter, which is just off of, is that Bouquet Canyon or Newhall Avenue at that point?
Railroad Avenue.
Railroad Avenue, just off of Railroad Avenue and Drayton. And here to talk about it, Bridge to Home and our local homeless in studio with us is Tim Davis. He's the executive director. We also have Tammy McGivern. She's a board member at Bridge to Home. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for coming in. Nice and close to that microphone, Tammy. There she is. I want to be able to see you, and I want to be able to hear you. So, let me start with kind of the basic, kind of who, what, where, when, why. How long has Bridge to Home been in effect here in Santa Clarita?
We started Bridge to Home about 16 years ago.
Okay.
This is the 16th winter we've operated the winter shelter here in Santa Clarita.
You operate the shelter, and yeah, you've been doing that for 16 years. And for people who don't know this, people think of Santa Clarita as an upper middle class or even an affluent community, and they don't think that there is a population of people who require, a shelter service. That's wrong, and I know. I've been over to the shelter. I've volunteered my time there in the past. It's been a while, but there's a whole population of people here who need help. Who they need a bridge to a more permanent location. Talk to me about how many people you guys serve and what you see at the shelter.
No one really has a really accurate or current count of how many people are homeless in Santa Clarita, and with this current recession, whatever number we had has probably grown, right?
Right.
But it was almost 10 years ago we estimated probably about 700 to 800 people a night in Santa Clarita are homeless. The high school has kept track over the past few years, and numbers of just children in the high school has ranged from 300 to 800 children a night are homeless. So I said we don't have a good accurate number, but for example, last year, non-duplicated names, so we're counting individuals, we saw 290 some people last year at the shelter. And this year we're seeing even more people every night.
The shelter it's a winter shelter. It operates from December until March, and then it closes up. I know eventually at some point you guys would like to go to more of a permanent location and more of a permanent shelter. Can you talk to me a little bit about what further down the line, what would you guys like to see as far as your facilities and the growth of the organization?
Well, this year we've been able to offer some more programs like the medical clinic, a dental clinic once a month, case management, and so even though the shelter is open from December 1st to March 31st, we don't technically close. We still offer those services throughout the year, and we'd like to expand on that and get people into permanent housing and also get into a permanent location.
We're talking about Bridge to Home right here in Santa Clarita, AM 1220 KHTS. The website is b2home.com. That's the letter B, T-O home.com. They are the people who operate the Santa Clarita shelter here in Santa Clarita. We have a temporary shelter. You guys do not have a permanent location. This is something that every couple of years you get to find out whether you're staying at that location. Obviously, you want to move to a more permanent location. Tell us where you are now and how many people you're able to help at that location now.
Well, we're at Drayton Street right now, which, as you mentioned, just off Railroad Avenue. If you go to Saugus Cafe and turn across the railroad tracks, you find us at the very end of the road. We're set up back there for 54 clients a night. We can actually expand about 61, 62 by using part of our dining room, and we're filling up most every night right now. And what we're looking for is down the road, as Tammy was saying, a year-round program, and probably 6,000 square feet in a facility that we can control for the next 20 or 30 or 50 years, right? And we're slowly making progress in that direction. You'll see a lot more motion in the next couple of years as the economy recovers and we can start laying more concrete plans to go forward.
How do you guys operate? Where do you get the funding to be able to do what you do? I know people donate time. That people donate. Where does it come from?
Our biggest source of all of our resources, whether it's cash or materials, is the community. Probably 40–50% of what we get every year comes as either a volunteer bringing dinner or bringing sack lunches, bringing in plastic bowls and spoons and stuff for our breakfast and our meals, driving our vans. That's the biggie. About 30% comes from LA County. but all the rest of it, either in cash or in kind, comes from the Santa Clarita community.
There's a great section on the website that talks specifically about this, about ways that you can volunteer and things that you can do. That everything from being one of the people that's out there, kind of helping to serve meals, people that are able to transport people, pick up and drop off people, people that are in charge of the facilities, even people help with grooming, like getting things like haircuts and things
Correct.
for people. So all that is on the website, b2home.com/volunteer. You can go there and find out. How to donate your time. And then what if somebody wants to make a cash donation or a monetary donation? What do they do for that?
The easiest way is go to as you said, the website. If you want to make a donation over the website, we have a PayPal account right there you can go into, or all the information on how to mail in a check. Or it happens all the time. People just stop at the shelter some evening and bring either cash or a check or blankets or towels or 409 disinfectant cleaner, that kind of stuff, right?
Right. I mentioned before that this is, the name of the organization kind of talks about what it's all about. It's a bridge to a home. This is not a permanent solution for people by any means. When I was there, obviously the people. This is not a means to an end for anybody that I saw or anybody that I met when I was there. It was something that they needed temporarily for a variety of reasons. And, there's so many different reasons, especially with the economy the way that it's been, that people, their housing situation, which they thought was set in the past, they can't afford their home, or the people they were renting from, they lost their home, and then the renters were out, and we have laws, I guess, now they're going to try and fix that. But just talk to me about the type of people that you have there. I know there's all sorts of different age groups, all sorts of different people. They are really looking for just not a permanent handout, but they're looking for just some help to be able to get to the next step of their lives, right?
We have a whole variety of different clients, as you mentioned. We have young people in their early 20s. Some of them just came out of the military. We have some older people and some families as well. And the families I see, normally it's just like what a lot of people do. We live paycheck to paycheck. One little thing happens, a medical issue, or like you mentioned, the house was in foreclosure, they weren't told, and or they can't get first and last month's rent. They can't, cobble it together. So they are in a transitional period. A lot of them are in transitional periods, so it's not just the chronic homeless. It's people that are just looking to get a little extra help to get them to the next level.
It's a great thing you guys do. We appreciate you doing it, and we hope that in the future you guys will be able to open a more permanent location for a longer period of time, and we'll work towards that. But the website, if people want to find out more, they want to find out how to volunteer or to donate, do anything like that, b2home.com, b-t-o-h-o-m-e.com. All the information is there, and find out how to contact them, and give and give some more.
Stop by.
And stop by and visit.
Stop by and visit.
And find out what they're
right.
all about. So check it out. Tim and Tammy, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. All this will be on our website, including video of this interview, and we'll be able to see everyone's shining faces at hometownstation.com probably in the beginning part of next week. Traffic on the way next.